All right, good morning, guys. All right, so we got a 2018 HRV with 32,000 kilometers. We got the classic, can't release the electronic parking brake. Let me show you the RO here. Electronic parking brake, right? We're all going paperless because apparently, I think this is happening through all the dealerships, even in America and all that stuff, who uses CDK. They're under a cyber attack, and it's been over a week now, and we still can't use CDK. And yeah, we're all doing paper, especially with parts, and we have to record everything. It's a very slow process right now, especially when you're trying to work on customers' cars and getting parts, and it's been a nightmare. But yeah, some dealerships are actually paying their techs a flat rate of 8 hours a day for this issue, but not us. we are still flat rate, and I don't think we're getting any kind of compensation for this. But yeah, anyways, I did get it out of the parking lot. Somebody in the comments said, put on your seatbelt, put it in drive. I did that, and that worked. Like for me, I didn't even know that actually was a thing or actually works. But I was able to release the parking brake by putting my seatbelt on and sticking it into drive. But I also had somebody in the comments say that that also didn't work for them. And I guess it really depends on what really fails. Like if your electric motor fails, then it's not gonna release it, I guess. That person was still stuck in the parking lot apparently, from what he said in the comments. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just scanning it for codes because it has the warning lights on the dash, and it's got the electric parking brake switch circuit malfunction. So yeah, that's the code in there. So I'm just gonna toss in a new electronic parking brake switch. Typically it's like, I don't know, it's like a funnel here for junk that falls into there. So I don't know, I'll probably make a video on how to replace this parking switch. And you know, that way if you're stuck, you can actually replace this switch if you're stuck in the parking lot, if you need to, I guess. But I don't think it's too difficult. I think everything just clips in. I'm not sure about the HRV. I can't remember the last time I've done it, but I think this whole top part comes off. Yeah, but anyways, we're gonna take a while because parts are having issues because, you know, CDK is down, and you know, we don't know what our inventory stock is and all that kind of stuff. So bear with me. All right, so welcome back. It took a little while to get the electronic parking brake switch because the advisor forgot to order the part, and then we had to rush it to get it from another dealership. So that's the part number for this parking brake switch. I think the only tools you'll need is this stubby Phillips screwdriver, and that's just to remove the screws from the gear shifter. I think I gotta put this in neutral so I can get it. Let me show you. So yeah, everything is still slow. I got a stack of papers on my bench for all the work orders and stuff that I gotta go through, and then manual MPI sheets. But yeah, those are the two screws that you gotta remove to remove the shifter. So let me go ahead and do that. So screws are out, right? You can just leave it like this. You don't have to completely remove it, as long as it's like this is fine. And then this front cover should be just clipped in. I just grab my thumb and stick it underneath the panel and pull up, and that's that. There's a connector back there for the airbag light right there, so disconnect that. And I think the rest of this console just is clipped in. Yep. So let me just remove the rest of this. So it's pretty, if you can get your nails underneath it, you can just unclip the rest of this center console. Yeah, so let me just grab that out. Okay, so that's pretty much it. It's just this, it's pretty loosely clipped in. You probably don't need a plastic trim tool. I just use my fingers, and just be careful not to break the plastic. But yeah, just be gentle, I guess. But if you're doing it, if you do this enough like I do, it's, you know, you got no nails and you can't scratch anything. All you gotta do now is just disconnect the connectors. There's the connector for the electronic parking brake switch, and then you can just remove this whole thing, and then it's just screwed on the back side. So yeah, anyways, I removed the screws, just held in by clips now. But yeah, do you remember the green Honda Del Sol that came in for a no start from another shop, and they threw like a main relay, and then they threw distributors at it, and it still didn't start? So the lady came back and like complained because there was a wire dangling from the right above the gas pedal, and said I didn't put it back. But at least, actually, I have it on the video. I'll show you what that wire is. It's an audio jack. Like, I don't know what the hell it plugs into. I didn't touch it. It was there already because when I brought the car in or pushed the car in, that thing was dangling above the gas pedal, and it still had the floor mats from the old shop, like the paper floor mat. So, like, I told her, like, I didn't touch it. Like, so I got blamed for doing something that I didn't do, I guess, or doing something that I should have done. Or she thought I should have done because she thought I did it. I don't know. Because the wire was dangling and I didn't put it back. But it was dangling when it got towed in here. So, yeah. She was like, oh, you couldn't have gone above and beyond and, like, you know, plug it back in or do all that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, first of all, in my head, I didn't say it to her. Like, you know what I had to do to get your car running? Like, you only approved 1 hour diag, which I only got 1 hour diag from that job, right? And then after I got the fuel pump running because it was the PCM, you still had no spark. And when I opened the distributor, the bolts were all loose in the distributor. Like, they didn't tighten the distributor cap bolts, and they didn't tighten the rotor cap bolt on that holds the rotor onto the shaft. And then, yeah, and we also use our own parts to diagnose your coil because you returned both of your distributors because you wanted your money back. So what's above and beyond? What do you want me to do? And that cable was already dangling there when I got the car, when it got towed in, because I was like, you know, it was touching my foot when I was in the car steering while the rest of the guys pushed the car in the shop. So yeah, I'll put a little, I guess I'll go back to that video. I'll put it up on the screen, and I'll point to what that cable is. It's an auxiliary jack for, like, I guess like an MP3 player or something, like for your speakers, for the audio unit. I don't know. But there's nothing for me to plug it into, so she told me to plug it back in. But it was already there. I didn't, like, if it was the other shop that took it out, I mean, I'm the last person to touch it. I guess these are the people who, you know, will blame me for it, for not putting it back, which, you know, if somebody took it apart and then asked me to and then bring it to another person and then told them, like, hey, can you put this back? And, like, where does it go? But yeah, anyways, that's my yeah, it kind of really pissed me off, honestly. That's, you know, these are the things that you don't see from my videos, but yeah, these are the things that happen. They'll be like, oh yeah, they're so, like, whatever about, you're my last hope on getting my car fixed, and I fix it for you, but then you come around and blame me for something I didn't even do. So yeah, so if I could record everything I do at work, man, I have proof of everything. So yeah, I went to my manager and I told him about it in case he, like, give us a bad review or, you know, CSI kind of stuff. Then I got video of what that cable was, and it was there before when I was diagnosing the main relay, and it still had the old floor mat, the paper floor mat from the other shop. So I never touched it. I only worked on that side. Nothing. I didn't touch anything on that side other than my foot touched the cable when I brought the car in. But yeah, anyways, let me switch out this electronic parking brake switch. All right, guys, I screwed up. I didn't need to. I did need to remove those screws, but this whole thing. So the new one comes with the I guess the bezel around the switch, so I got to take that out too. So it just the other thing is it just clips into there. Just gotta push it out. So yeah, that's it. Put the new switch in. That's it. And I'm gonna put the screws in. That just clicks back into there. Put all 4 screws, and then yeah. Honestly, that what happened today with that lady with the Del Sol kind of just ruins your day. It still pisses me off. But yeah, anyways, just to show you how easy this electronic parking brake switch is to do on this HRV, and in case you're having issues and your car's out of warranty, you can do it yourself. This I only quoted like 0.5 to change this, not much, but I can show you it's pretty easy. Other than that, once you put everything back together, you're gonna have to clear the codes, and you need a scanner for that. But yeah, so this thing's ready to go back in, right? Brand new switch. And yeah, anyways, because installation is the reverse order. So anyways, if you guys have any comments, leave them down below. Other than that, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about what happened with that customer with the Del Sol that's, you know, blaming me for something that I didn't do, and let me know down in the comments. And yeah, and I'll see you next time. Might as well show you. Once the light was still on, but when you cycle the electronic parking brake a couple of times, the light actually just went out. So yeah, there'll probably a history code inside the computer for the electronic parking brake, but I'm just still gonna go in and clear it. But just so you know, once you replace that, your electronic parking brake will start working. Just cycle it a couple times. So and then it'll automatically shut off the light.